It was supposed to be a simple late-night drive. The highway stretched endlessly through the Texas desert, and the moon hung low over Route 281 like a pale watchman. Emily rode shotgun while her older brother, Mark, gripped the steering wheel of their dusty pickup truck. They had driven this road dozens of times before, but tonight, something felt different. The silence outside the windows wasn't natural. It was heavy, like the air was holding its breath. As they passed the rusted sign that warned, "No services for 50 miles, their radio began cutting in and out, hissing, whispering, then going completely dead. Mark frowned and tapped the dashboard. Emily didn't say anything, but she kept glancing at the rearview mirror as if someone might suddenly appear behind them. The road was empty, too empty. A few minutes later, she saw it. A glowing orb of blue-white light hovered far back on the road, floating a few feet above the asphalt. It wasn't a car. It wasn't a headlight. It moved like it was alive, weaving left and right, drifting forward, then stopping suddenly. "Mark, what is that?" Emily whispered. Before Mark could answer, the light shot forward, fast, impossibly fast, closing the distance until it was only a few hundred meters behind them. Mark accelerated, the truck roaring, but the orb only grew brighter. And stranger still, Emily heard faint whispers leaking into the cabin, coming not from the radio, but from the light itself. It sounded like a man begging for help. Then a second orb appeared, this one red. It flickered like fire, pulsing anxiously in the night sky. Both lights floated side by side now, chasing the truck, closing in as if trying to surround them. Emily's scream tore through the tension. "Mark, go!" The truck jerked forward as Mark slammed the pedal to the floor. The speedometer climbed 70, 80, 90. Yet the ghost lights followed effortlessly, drifting closer until their glow filled the back window like two burning moons. Suddenly, the red light shot forward and cut in front of the truck. Mark swerved violently to avoid hitting it. The tires screeched as the truck fishtailed across the road and came to a shuddering stop on the shoulder. Dust and sand swirled outside their windows. And then, silence. Neither dared to breathe. Emily held Mark's arm tightly, her heart beating like a trapped bird. The ghost lights hovered only a few meters away now. They didn't move. They didn't flicker. They simply watched. Then Emily realized something terrifying. Silhouettes, faded, human shapes, stood inside the lights. She could see the outline of hands pressed against the glowing surfaces, as if trapped within them. Their faces were blurred shadows, eyes hollow, mouths frozen mid-scream. Mark whispered, trembling, "They're spirits, miners. The old stories, the ones who died in the cave-in." As if they heard him, both lights dimmed, revealing clearer shapes inside. Men covered in dust, helmets cracked, bodies twisted, souls still begging for release. The blue light drifted toward Emily's window. The whispering returned, louder now, forming broken words. "Help us, trapped, let us go." Emily reached instinctively toward the glass, something pulling her, calling to her. But before she could touch it, the road beneath them trembled. The desert wind howled. The lights blazed suddenly, turning blinding white. And then every spirit screamed, one deafening, echoing cry of agony that shook the entire truck. Mark threw the vehicle into reverse and slammed his foot on the pedal. Gravel flew as they tore down the highway, and the ghost lights stayed still, watching them flee, shrinking slowly into the distance until they were swallowed by the darkness once more. They didn't stop driving until they reached the next town. Only then, underneath the faint glow of a gas station sign, did Emily finally look at her window. Her breath caught. Pressed against the glass, was a dusty handprint, small, human, and still warm. The ghost lights had followed them farther than they thought. And they weren't done.